Obake, I had beautiful song right there, and I needed to just speak Austin Adigwe and say, come back to the studio, let's talk once again. Nigeria is a project in our hands, and sometimes the only thing you can do as you navigate through the time is just to give praises to God for surviving. You know, first of all, for our survival as a people. So good morning, Austin Adigwe. How are you doing?
Good morning.
Good to have you here.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
You see, the beautiful smile on your face most times just makes me feel like we don't have problem. Do you understand Yoruba?
Very well.
Oh, so no problem. Let go see problem. But you see, good morning. Thank you for being one of the few people out there encouraging others to look positive, see things from the positive direction, and also to be appreciative of the little that we have, despite the many that we don't. We just finished talking about Nigeria so much, and I really want to delve a little bit into gospel music and what exactly it's been doing for us as a country. For me, it's so lifting. For me, it's the place I run to lift up my spirit when I'm down. But despite that, we have some that don't have content.
Yeah.
And do you agree?
Yeah, I do.
Some are just 3 lines, and and they keep churning these things out like that. I thought music was supposed to be healing for the society and for the people. What do you think?
Yeah, you are right to a very large extent, because gospel music is a form of ministration. Actually, when you are doing gospel music,
So it's like a pastor's message.
yes, it's a form of evangelism. So how do you actually pass message that does not have content? It doesn't make any sense. To do gospel music means you have a particular story you want to tell about God. You have a particular aspect of life that you know people are struggling with, that you want to either encourage them, to inspire hope, or share the experiences of those that had similar issues as recorded in the Holy Book. You know, it's not like people don't know about these things, but when you put it in song, you know, fleshing it up with melody, you know, it makes a lot of
Makes a
sense.
difference.
So to actually put out gospel songs without content, to me, it's really not what it should be. However, the 3-line gospel songs you talked about could also be in form of praise. You know, at times you just want
And it
to.
could just be enough.
Yes. Maybe that's just a prayer point. Just pick that prayer point and you run with it. You know, consistency too does help. So most times you see just 3 lines, all right?
But they're powerful 3 lines.
Very powerful 3 lines. You're just saying it, you're repeating it, and before you know
So
it.
is it everyone that sings songs about God that is a gospel artist?
Well, anything that relates to God is gospel.
Okay.
Okay, so once you are telling the story, okay, as is said in the Holy Book,
Yes.
in music, that's gospel music.
That's gospel music.
Yes.
But what about the artists? Because a lot of people now find it difficult. They say the song is a good song, it's God's song, but it was not delivered by a gospel artist, it was delivered by secular artists. So they say you can't sing that song, oh, don't sing it in church and all that and all that. What makes for a gospel artist?
No,
is there something like that word, gospel artist?
It's actually wrong, because we are supposed to focus on the message, not the messenger. Okay, we focus on the message. Whoever is delivering that sermon in music, okay, is speaking to what we already have in the Holy Book. So we can't discountenance it. Ensure you take the message. Forget about the message.
It's more important to take the message.
Yes.
And we do need so many messages right now, really, anyway. But let's talk about a bit about you. How long have you been doing gospel music? Are you a pastor? You're always wearing jackets.
I'm not a pastor. I'm a gospel music minister. Okay.
You're not a pastor, but you just told me earlier that gospel music ministers can as well be, they're pastors in their own right, right?
Yeah.
In a way,
You are ministering to the entire world. You don't necessarily have your
You're
own
not
flock.
boxed.
Yeah, exactly. So that may just be the difference.
But how long have you been doing this?
Music has been my thing ever since my growing days. Though breaking out.
You have stopped growing. You said you're growing days now. It's not my fault now.
I can say I've stopped growing. I've stabilized, so I'm consolidating. I'm consolidating that. If you meet me tomorrow and I'm taller than
just say I am no longer growing vertically. I'm not growing horizontally.
Correct.
I get it.
Okay, so to me, it's my passion, and I try to follow it at different stages. In life, I find myself doing one thing or the other that is connected to music. But doing it at this scale was a decision I took when I actually looked at how God has also helped me in life. Brought me from grass to grace, from nothing to something. I told God, I said, well, the least I could do is to give back to you by ensuring that those who are also going through what I went through years back. Okay, are inspired.
They can resonate with your message by putting it in music.
Exactly, they see their own. Yeah. Okay, if this guy could actually break out, then nothing stops me.
One of my favorite pastors would say that it's turn by turn Nigeria Limited.
That's correct.
It's turn by turn. What God has done for one is a proof that He would do same and more for another.
Exactly.
So it means that the message in your music is as a result of what God has brought you through.
My personal experiences, yes.
And you said all your life, because you didn't put a number to that. So
yeah, all my
let
life.
me just guess, like 30 years, 25 of great experiences.
Yeah.
So if you do one album for every year, how many albums should we expect in the next 5 years? Or maybe one single for every year.
Yeah, well, like I said, at that level, it wasn't discussion around commercial music. It's just the passion I had then, I was a chorister, I was in brass band in my college. I believe my old boys, they will relate with that, all right? And I play instruments. So it was easy to transit from just having music as passion to actually coming out to do music. Okay, so it was actually in 2019 that I took that decision.
That you're going to go into music. Do you do any other thing?
Yeah, I work. I also do part-time lecturing at Lagos State Christian.
No wonder you look like a teacher. I now understand. You look like a teacher. Oh, so you actually teach?
Yeah, I teach.
Music?
No, economics.
Oh. I don't know when I always wear. I was going to say, why do you always wear suit? Then I remember that. You don't have to ask if you're a pastor. There are 3 groups of people who wear suits in this country. First of them, pastors,
teachers,
and
bankers.
3 sets of people. They never miss those 3. The 3 of them will wear pastors, but the teachers, they don't wear suit too. Most of the teachers don't wear suits.
Well,
what version of suit do they wear? So that I won't be the one to say, when you get to work, they'll be the ones to tell you.
I know they wear suits.
The type of suit, we have something we call it. Don't worry now, tell us now. Austin, tell us now. Actually, the teachers do wear coats.
They wear good suits. Now,
good suits?
These days, teaching
is very lucrative.
Yes, very, very lucrative. Because people are beginning to also appreciate that without teachers, you can't actually grow an enlightened society. So,
you've already told me that there are so much I can actually look forward to having from you in the next couple of years. But let's talk about young people who want to come into the music industry. And majority will just say that, it's not lucrative. Well, you have a job. You have 2 types of jobs. Really? So you called your music giving back.
Yeah.
They call their music making money. They want to break. I believe that's what it is. One day you will. blow. They want to blow. And that's why they're going into the music.
Yeah.
What would you say to every young person who wants to go into gospel music?
Well, I wouldn't speak for secular music, but for gospel, for gospel music, if you have the calling, if you have the passion to impact life, you must lower your expectation, because there is no such thing as big money in gospel music. The first thing you must focus on is impact life. Let your music touch life, win souls, draw people closer to God through your music. Now, God has a way of blessing people. It may not necessarily bless you through the music, but He might open other doors.
Would you then say that as a music artist, they should find something else to do as well?
Very important. Very, 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 very important.
So for those who say that is all they do?
Well, you know, when you get to a certain stage or level in music ministration, it might become a bit impossible for you to take up other things.
But while you're starting,
but while you're starting and you want to just stay on music, it might be a tall order. Like, I've done a lot of savings in the past. I've been planning. Okay, it wasn't something that just happened overnight. I knew that even if I would need support at some point, I must be able to push myself to a certain level that is at least significant. So when I go to someone and say, please support this ministry, at least you look back and say, okay, Austin, you've done this, you've done that.
He's done that. One last question for you before I call it a wrap. There are some people that can sing. Okay. In my opinion, they can't sing for commercial purpose. But then they call themselves gospel musicians, and then they release songs, and then they do music video. What would be your advice for them? How do you confirm that you are called to sing?
Well, it's a tough one, because for you to be inspired to that level of putting up content, even shooting video, definitely you must believe in it. You must believe in it. So I really don't think there is any major way of knowing that, yes, this is what you were called to do. It's just between you and your God. If you're doing it to please God, that's when the calling thing then comes in. And you know, you can't really read the mind of people. But if you're doing it for material wealth, obviously you also know that
you will not. All right, for those who want to follow Austin.Digwe on Instagram, I'm following you right away.
Oh, thank you.
Austin.Digwe, so that you can tag me with all of your songs and give me more followers. But you're a lecturer, so I don't think I want to. Good to have you on the Bumper Breakfast this morning. All right, that's it on the Bumper Breakfast. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. Our last guest here has been Austin Odigwe. He's an economist, he's a lecturer, and of course a gospel artist. My name is Tomi Sojo. I'll see you again tomorrow. Don't forget, COVID is still here. Still stay safe, and wear your face mask. Do all the precautionary measures. I am begging. Saving me is saving you as well. Have a beautiful day.